Oh, welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, it's the middle of December 2021 and I've decided it's time to tidy up the asparagus. Now, these are the underground worm farms. This is how I feed these, but as you can see, the beds have sunk down slightly, never been touched before since we built them. So I'll be topping them up with a few materials, including what we've got in the underground worm farms. I'll put a card at the end on the there'll be an end screen about underground worm farms. I do like them. It does attract the mice, but sometimes we have to share. So I'll crack on with this, get this done, and we'll see how we go on. I'm cutting on just above ground level. They've literally rotted off now. I'm taking the weeds as well. Realistically, I don't have to because I'm probably going to be burying those. And as you know, when we harvest asparagus, we always cut the spurs below the surface anyway, so I don't think it'll do any harm. That's how I'm going to do it anyway. And of course, the best tool for our garden is our hands, especially with no dig. We want as little soil disturbance as possible. I'll bring you back when I've got that cleared. Please don't forget to thumbs up or a thumbs down. It all helps with the interaction, and don't forget, this is how I do my asparagus. You might do it differently, so why not pop it in the comments below to help everybody. And all the links and everything else, my Gmail is all in the below. In one of the corners there's a little V. You press the V and then it shows all the links and information about my channel. The asparagus, there's the seeds. So a few years ago I harvested these seeds, I dried them and planted them, and this is what we've got now. And I would imagine these now are 2 or 3 years old, and I'll be harvesting some of the spurs this time. And this it's a permanent bed, and I'm pleased that I've actually done that. So underground worm farms, we put a piece of cardboard on top to help with the worms, piece of wood there in between the cardboard just to help cover it. These, as you see, the cardboard breaks down and there's loads and loads of baby worms there as he kicks the tripod. So to feed the beds, we're going to, let's put it this way, this is what went into these underground worm farms, just your ordinary kitchen scraps, etc. And then this is what actually comes out. Near enough soil, but that's all it is. So we're going to scatter this about. As you can see now, there's just a few bits of other stuff coming out. And I can even see the roots to the asparagus in here, and I was going to pull these up, pull these beds up just to bring them up a bit leveler, but I've got to be careful because we've got the asparagus roots in there as well. So that's brought it up to a decent level. So we'll just pop this in there. My mother sends me some stuff, and there's some tea bags in there, bless her, cotton socks. But let's put a bit of soil in there as well. So the worms will get busy. And as you know, I normally take all the tea leaves out the bags. I've added tea leaves to this, but these bags do tend to not rot down. That piece of cardboard will be okay for this time. We'll top that off. So that's that bit done. I'll just carry on down the row and complete that, and then I'll come back to you. So I've just put my last little bit of manure in there. Of course the manure is full of worms, so we'll just add a few to there. Got to be better than eating that manure, having a little bit of apple and melon, etc. Not going overboard on this, not too much, that's all I've got. And I will give this a feed with some of my manure runoff at a later date. Next layer is some cocoa coir. This is what we find dumped. You can use whatever you want, but we want to try and not spend too much money. And just while I'm thinking about it, a little shout out for Bill and Val's allotments. I'll put their channel name below. They're very close to 1,000 subscribers now. It'd be nice to get that 1,000 before Christmas. So that's Bill and Val's allotment, and they comment on my channel very regularly. Right, we'll get this layer in. And so to finish off, leaves, nature's way of mulching. Obviously these are fresh from this year, but of course after 2 years this is what we get, and I think this is the best mulch you can ever get, because that's what trees do. Nature always finds a way. There's quite a few worms in that actually, so that'll help everything. Nice thick layer, and this should mulch this up with a few surface weeds occasionally. Mulch this up and stop any weed growth, so that the asparagus has all the energy that we're giving it now. I don't know why I'm doing this. The old blackbird's been here once. I couldn't get him on film, so no doubt they'll scratch all this about. But I do like my beds level. So that's my asparagus done for this year. I've got the other bit to do on plot 1, where we actually took the seeds from, but I can do that at my leisure. But it's another job done just while we've got a little bit of milder weather. It's a shame to cut these back, because they do add a little bit of colour to our growing spaces, but at some stage we have to cut them off. They can concentrate now on building the crowns up. Some of these other beds, this is my permanent bean bed. Just move, excuse me. Right, where was we? No, I didn't eat my phone. But yeah, this is one of the permanent beds, and I did have a quick look, and as you can see, the manure that's there, the worms are really busy, and loads and loads of baby worms. So the worms are happy in there, they're doing the job. All that manure will be dragged down right into the bottom, so that the beans, peas, whatever we grow in this coming season, 2022, we'll enjoy all that. Let the worms do the work. Nature always finds a way. So there's what we've got left of the leaf mould. I would imagine there's 800 litres still in there. The homemade compost that we made last year out of the pots, it's all been dumped in there. We've made a bit of a hole in this compost that the cannabis growers unscrupulously dump with the perlite in. We've made a bit of a hole in that, and there's some of the cocoa coir that we haven't used. I've still got a bin left on plot 1. Keeping a close eye on the green manure, just to make sure it doesn't go to seed, because once it goes to seed it won't be as powerful for the plants that we grow. And I managed to get the strawberries sorted. It's quite mild at the moment. We'll get these in the polytunnel or the greenhouse, hopefully getting an early crop. The peas are still growing and they're still producing. Now this is a proper excuse me. Absolutely lovely. Middle of December, and the amount of flowers on this one and on the Kent Blue, both of those varieties I had off Bill and Val's Allotment, so please pay them a visit and consider subscribing. But I do enjoy these. I haven't taken them home. I've told Mrs. K they're not growing very well. Whoops. This had a few lettuce in. I planted some of the small oprea, and I'm going to use them as spring onions on our prawn salad on Christmas Day. So don't miss the Christmas Day potato harvest and vegetable harvest, etc. And 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the King's Speech, an alternative message to the gardening community. I'm sure Her Majesty won't mind. We now have 20 bags collected, and I'm hoping to get 2 or 3 more. Just can't help myself. And this is the original asparagus. A volunteer, that's the corner of the greenhouse. When I moved the greenhouse and set everything up, a volunteer popped up. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh, a weed. So unacceptable. Plot 1 and plot 3. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.